Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we reached Heisme's den after a long and arduous journey and confronted him, and realized that we might have this whole case backwards. And we've captured him and returned to Martyra, and hopefully going to find the answers we're looking for. But for right now, we're going to be taking a nice long rest that we've definitely earned after that very arduous day. Let's take a look at the pitcher of water, and we get 20 mag. Okay. I made an error earlier. I said that it was Reeve that you could obtain from the pitcher. It's actually mag, so I was a little incorrect in that statement. Alright, let's go to bed.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heisme behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heisme's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heisme? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heisme was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not in the slightest.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heisme was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heisme.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly, we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heisme the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heisme was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Pardon, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heisme!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heisme?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heisme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They say they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh there, over here! That sounds like
Evidently.
it's coming from over there. He's calling for us.
Huh?
Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That is all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you had just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child's scream. Lady Joanna is... well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. No kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris! No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, we can't use our head. We can't use your head for the competition. We'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Will?
Uh-huh.
Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims inside the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses.
Then,
But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's go to work then.
is that right then?
You should be able to get there from the Blindwell Alley at the end of the Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Let's do this. Well leading to the underground channel.
That?
Everyone's already headed to the Blindwell Alley. We could get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when you're ready.
What is it?
I told you the wells would be important, and I was not lying. It's like I've played this video game before. Anyways, let's not mince words or waste time. Let's head to that well.
However,
I did not expect there to be an underground channel. It is no wonder traces of the kidnapper couldn't be found. The children are beneath. Let us hurry there.
Let's go.
I can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them.
Is this the place?
So this is the entrance to the underground channel. If Morris is the culprit behind all this, he's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Let's go in. If we can catch him with the children, he won't be able to talk his way out of it. Let's do this. So this is the old well that Bawden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared? Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's hurry. We must rescue the children.
However,
Secret underground channel. Certainly lives up to the name. Welcome to the underground tunnels beneath Kraganta Castle. Our next major dungeon. Let's go save those kids. Get ourselves Damascus ore. And, ooh, very dark in here. That sound. Someone's here.
Come on, get the bait moving already. That thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
you can't run from us.
Please. Help.
the child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. That means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a melee.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No. 'Tis true in part. 'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight! Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
And what are Three Wolves gonna do about this? We now have Haisme in our party, who has awoken to the Thief archetype lineage! Holy crap! Now, the Thief is an interesting bunch. They're kind of a jack of all trades, having a variety of different moves. Right now, we've got Dark Sword, which is a weak physical slash damage to one enemy that may inflict Forget. We also have access to Steal, which means we can steal a rare item. The higher our agility, the higher our success rate. And Mudo, our first time actually getting access to Dark Damage. Let's see what it's all about. The Thief is fairly general in terms of its stats, leaning way more into agility, but in terms of physical and magic attacks, it can go either way. Let's try out Mudo. Doesn't do weakness damage, but hey, I'll take that. And we also have 4 party members in our team. We also obtained a synthesis skill called All Reset, thanks to Haisme here. Removes nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. Pretty good. Anyways, let's use Cold Attack. Let's try to get around to Haisme's turn. Let's pass over here. We'll use Knight's Proclamation in order to make sure that Haisme doesn't get jumped. Thief is... Something interesting about Thief is that it has incredibly high agility but low endurance, which means you're going to be dodging a lot of attacks, but you can essentially use the Thief as a dodge tank if you really want to, which is something I will definitely be taking advantage of. But we'll be going into more of that into detail at a later time. Right now, we're going to focus on taking care of these Hellhound Diabundos. Use Gold Attack here, then gets a trigger, that's okay. Diagonal Slash, and we whiffed it, okay, great. We'll use Knight's Proclamation and wait for Haisme's turn to go around. Scratch, these Hellhounds do barely anything. If you have Knight's Proclamation, you'll be just fine. Even if you don't, these guys do not do a lot.
I'll use what I must.
Let's use Steal here, try to steal from this weakened enemy. We couldn't steal anything, that's okay. Take this one down. Go ahead and poke him. Let's bring him to the rear guard here and use Steal again. I couldn't get anything. At least we get some pot shot damage, that's okay. Nice. Let's try one more time to get a steal off. I won't be trying to steal very often, but couldn't steal from it. All right, well, let's just finish off the fight, unless I miss with Merchant, which seems to be a recurring trend with this archetype. Anyways, it's fine. Diagonal Slash. Pass turn. Heisme, you finish this off. Dark Sword.
Good. Ha! I have never known such heights.
Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Sure.
After saving the children, I could expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it. Not just for ourselves, but for the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue. Especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Heisme has joined our party for real! Heisme, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become our ally. One of my favorite characters in the entire game. We will be seeing plenty of him.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Heisme to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Alrighty! Well, that was a very busy day. We're not done here just yet, but let's go ahead and talk around the inn.
Damn it.
Morris, that bastard! Deceiving us is one thing, but kidnapping children? There's a storm coming, that's for sure. We'll be at a disadvantage at night, so let's dive deeper into the Kriganta Castle basement tomorrow. Olgaberg? Joanna's absence troubles me. If it is true that there's a monster nearby, then we've not a moment to lose. Though it still remains to be seen whether she knew the God Corps was involved. Well, it doesn't seem like Morris is the only member of the Guard that's involved. We saw some of his grunts, I guess, carrying off those children, so it's tough to trust to anyone, really. Or maybe they were just disguised as them, but it's best to just be careful. Anyways, let's go ahead and sleep it off right now. Let's just try to be very careful. Take one last sip of this pitcher. Get ourselves 10 Reeve. There we go.
Good night.
Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
Thought as much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances. Loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Haizme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
And with a nice handshake, we obtained our new bond with Haizme, and letting us learn the thief archetype. Again, we'll be going into way more detail about how much I absolutely love this lineage. Not right now, but hey, new bond. The thief is our right kneecap. Cool, just similar to the knight. You know, that's actually very poetic, because these two archetypes end up serving a very similar role in a different way. Yeah, that's fair enough.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake. Might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep. Excellent, we're all here.
So,
today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else to build up our strength first. We still have time to repair if we need it. Indeed, I have only just begun to be introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. Sounds like a good plan. I mean, it is Idols Day, and you guys know what that means. It's time for everything to be on sale.
Let's focus.
Apprehend the real kidnapper. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman, Morris. But I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Kirganta Castle. We have until the 16th of July to solve this mystery. 12 days. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at the Blindwell Alley to delve into Kirganta Castle's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests in town, or by improving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
Search begins.
There's something in that castle. We need to head over to the Blindwell Alley. From there, we can investigate what's going on at that castle. Today, lots of stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to go do some shopping. It's two very, very different statements right there, Gallica. We do have a quest that we can report. And it's just Maria, and we will not be meeting Maria right now. However, I do want to go and check up on Heisme's gear. We will be keeping him on Thief for the time being, but I do want to make sure that he's got some decent gear. Based on what he's got right now, 140 attack power with a nameless katana, agility +1 outfits. Oh, that reminds me, there actually is something I want to give him. And that is increasing evasion against slash. There's also something else that I want to give him. Okay, so for right now, I have the Recluse's clothes on him to give him higher evasion. I have the Fencer's gear, which will give him increased evasion against slash, and the Courier's anklet, which will give him agility +3. We want as much agility on Heisme as we can possibly get, as being able to dodge attacks is really, really useful. I don't think there's any extra armor that I want to get, but let's see if we can get anything anyways. We also want to go ahead and appraise some items. We've seen the rest of the accessory before. We got Squire's Bracelet. Again, okay. Dirty Weapon. I think we've seen this before. Hunter's Crossbow. We've definitely not seen that item yet. It's another thing for an archetype we haven't gotten yet. Superior Gritty Polearm. We have not seen this one yet. We have a Sanctor's Resolve. 140 attack power increases ice strength. I think we have this weapon already, but it's good to have it. Gritty Armor. Gilded Vestments, magic +3 with 139 defense. That's not bad at all. I think that's That is stronger than anything I have, but I'm on merchant right now. Anyways, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Anyways, let's go over to the weapon shop, because if we want to give anything to the thief, we need to go over there. Let me just double check, make sure I don't have a new weapon for him just yet. No. Aimless katana, innocent katana. We have an infinite amount of those innocent katanas, so can't do anything with that. So let's see if we can get a better thief weapon for our boy. Grab it here. Okay, we have the Sandglass Katana, which will give him 160 attack power. That's not bad. Sure, why not? We have the money for it. Let's grab it. If you have desires to grab anything else in the shops, this is definitely the day to do it. But for right now, we're gonna call it a day. Next time on Metaphori Fantazio, we are going to take Stroll's advice and do a little bit of preparation before we head into Garganta Castle. Which means we're going back on the road, at least for a little bit. Trust me, we'll be saving those kids here very, very soon. Anyways, with all that said, I'll see you soon.